And there they come out to the gates of the quartermaster's fort, marching smartly to the inspirational tunes of the academy song, "Hum NDA ke cadet hain." Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the contingents marching onto the parade ground to take their positions. The magnificent charger, atop which the adjutant is astride, is Reliant Robin. This splendid and dynamic charger was born in 2009 and has been allotted to the National Defence Academy by Remounted Veterinary Corps in 2020. This is the 9th parade for Robin as the adjutant's charger in National Defence Academy.
Leading the cadets onto the parade ground is Academy Cadet Captain Ankit.
Now, a word about drill. Drill inculcates discipline, which is the bedrock of military life. To those of you who have an aesthetic disposition, drill movements will symbolize the very rhyme and rhythm of the poetry of a well-ordered life. And that's precisely the primary aim of this institution, to train our cadets in the art of cultivating a way of life in which the highest and the noblest attributes of discipline, character, and courage are not only blended but also nurtured and nourished.
Going back to the genesis of this institution, National Defence Academy came into being at Khadakwasla in 1955. Khadakwasla was chosen as the site on account of its proximity to an operational airfield at Pune, its closeness to the sea, the presence of a lake nearby, plenty of area for military training, and of course, its salubrious climate.
देवी और सज्जनों, निशान टोली निशान को परेड प्रांगण पर ला रही है। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि निशान को समुचित सम्मान प्रदान करने हेतु कृपया खड़े हो जाएं तथा जो वर्दी में हैं वे कृपया अकादमी कैडेट कैप्टन की कमान पर सल्यूट करें। Ladies and gentlemen, the Nishan Toli will now bring in the President's colors. When the colors are brought in, you're requested to rise, and those in uniform will salute at the word of command of the Academy Cadet Captain.
The President's colors were presented to the National Defence Academy on 16 December 1978 by the then President of India, Shri Neelam Sanjeev Reddy, in recognition of the highest standards of training imparted here. It is the privilege of the cadets of the passing out course to carry the President's colors. In keeping with this tradition, the cadets of 147th course carrying the President's colors to the parade ground are Squadron Cadet Captain S. Anantha Kumar, flanked by Cadet Sergeant Major S. Sanjeev Sujay and Cadet Sergeant Major Samanyu Bhumi Reddy.
देवियों और सज्जनों, कृपया अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें.
Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is now lined up for review. The cadet commanding today's parade is Academy Cadet Captain Ankit Chaudhary.
The officer on the charger to your extreme left is the adjutant, Lieutenant Colonel Praveen Kumar Tiwari. Lieutenant Colonel Praveen Kumar Tiwari is an alumnus of Sainik School Godakha and 118th Course Charlie Squadron of the National Defence Academy. An infantry officer, he was commissioned into the 19th Battalion of the Bihar Regiment as the first commissioned officer of the unit. Possessing varied operational, staff, and instructional experience, the officer has served as a Ghatak platoon commander along the Chinese borders in Sikkim, company commander in super high altitude area, along line of control in Dras sector, and along line of actual control in Arunachal Pradesh. Additionally, he has undertaken an overseas assignment as an instructor with the Indian military training team in Bhutan. Thus, his experience extends to training officers from friendly foreign nations. A graduate of Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, the officer has assumed the esteemed appointment of Adjutant, National Defence Academy on 30th June 2023.
He is ably assisted by the Assistant Adjutant Major Rahul Singh Kataria, an alumnus of the Delta Squadron of the 130th Course of National Defence Academy. The officer was commissioned into the 16th Battalion of the Kumaon Regiment on 10 June 2017. He served as the Ghatak platoon commander of his battalion along line of control in Dras sector and as company commander of a rifle company along line of actual control during Operation Snow Leopard in Tawa Ghat sector. The officer has also served in counter-insurgency, counter-terrorism areas of Manipur and Nagaland. He has the singular honor of leading the Kumaon and Naga Regiment marching contingent in Army Day and Republic Day parades in 2020. He was awarded with the General Officer Commanding-in-Chief Central Command Commendation Card in 2021. Major Rahul Singh Kataria took over the appointment of Assistant Adjutant in December 2023.
The actual footwork of training the cadets of National Defence Academy in all aspects of drill is led by Drill Subedar Major Dharmraj Guru from the 4th Battalion of the 1st Gorkha Rifles. The Drill Subedar Major served as an instructor at National Defence Academy from 2007 to 2010 and at the Indian Military Academy from 2012 to 2017.
As regards the lineup of the contingents on parade, we have 18 squadron-wise contingents standing as per their positions in the championship banner of Spring Term 2024. And concluding the lineup is the contingent of appointments. In the center of the parade stands the Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the President's colours.
The hut of remembrance behind the Sudan block was built brick by brick, stone by stone, with the dedicated toil of the cadets of the 10th to the 17th courses. The hut serves as a constant reminder to the cadets of the lofty traditions of valor, courage, and sacrifice of their predecessors. Before the start of every term, the adjutant narrates to the cadets the importance of the Academy Honor Code and the Cadets Pledge. During a cadet's stay at the National Defence Academy, they remind themselves of their pledge to the nation by reciting the NDA prayer at the start of each day. It is essential that the cadets imbibe the right principles and are guided by a tangible code of conduct that spells out the right and the wrong. The NDA Honor Code was thus promulgated in March 1998 by Admiral Arun Prakash, the then Commandant of National Defence Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Air Vice Marshal Sartaj Bedi, Vayu Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defence Academy. Air Vice Marshal Sartaj Bedi is an alumnus of the 77th course of the National Defence Academy and was commissioned into the Indian Air Force on 13th December 1990 from the Air Force Academy. A graduate of the Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, and the National Defence College, Egypt, the air officer has completed over 3 decades of exemplary service marked by operational excellence, leadership, and academic prowess. In a career spanning over 33 years, the officer has held various important command and staff appointments and has an experience of over 5,300 hours of service flying on various aircrafts. The air officer is a qualified flying instructor and instrument rating instructor and examiner. During his service, the officer has been awarded the Vayu Sena Medal for gallantry and the Vishisht Seva Medal for distinguished service. The Air Marshal assumed the esteemed appointment of Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor on 5th August 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, Air Vice Marshal Sartaj Bedi, Vayu Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defence Academy.
City, Washington, the United States, and United Nations Staff Officers Course at Stockholm, Sweden. In a career spanning over 34 years, the flag officer has held various challenging command and staff appointments. The officer has commanded INS Kochi, a Kolkata-class stealth-guided missile destroyer, INS Kukri, a Kukri-class missile corvette, and INS Vidyut, a Veer-class missile corvette. The flag officer holds a distinction of being part of the commissioning crew of 3 Indian-constructed warships, that is, INS Brahmaputra as gunnery officer, INS Shivalik as executive officer, and INS Kochi as commanding officer. His staff appointments include Directorate of Personnel and Directorate of Naval Intelligence at Naval Headquarters and Indian Naval Workup Team at Kochi. The officer has been an instructor at INS Dronacharya and the Deputy Commandant of Naval War College, Goa. The flag officer served as Chief Staff Officer, Operations Western Naval Command, wherein he planned and conducted search and rescue operations during Cyclone Taukte and several other operational missions and deployments. Thereafter, he served as the Assistant Chief of Personnel, Human Resource Development at Naval Headquarters, where he played a key role in designing various policies with respect to personnel and administration of the Indian Navy. The flag officer has also served as Fleet Commander of the Eastern Fleet. During this tenure, the fleet maintained high tempo of operational preparedness. On 25th May 2024, the flag officer assumed the appointment of Commandant, National Defence Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice Admiral Gurcharan Singh, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, Commandant, National Defense Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Southern Command. Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth is an alumnus of the 69th Coast Foxtrot Squadron and was commissioned into the 2nd Lancers in December 1986. The General Officer is a graduate of Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, where he was awarded the Best All-Round Student. He has attended the prestigious Higher Command course at the Army War College and the National Defence College at New Delhi. In his nearly 4 decades of illustrious career, the Army Commander has had the distinctions of alternating challenging command and staff appointments in varied operational environments. His command tenures include Command of Skinner's Horse, one of the most renowned tank regiments of the Indian Army, an armoured brigade, part of the Strike Corps along the Western Front, a counter-insurgency force in Jammu and Kashmir, the Desert Strike Corps, and later General Officer Commanding of Delhi area prior to assuming command of Indian Army Southwestern Command at Jaipur. The General Officer's important staff and instructional appointments include Brigade Major of an independent armoured brigade, Assistant Military Secretary at the Personnel Branch at Army Headquarters, Additional Director General Weapons and Equipment, responsible for capability development at Army Headquarters, and Director General of Ceremonial Welfare. The General has been Assistant Adjutant at the National Defence Academy from 1994 to 1995 and has also been an instructor at the School of Armoured Warfare at the Armoured Corps Centre and School, Ahmednagar. The Army Commander has a rich international experience in varied multinational environments. He has been the operational officer in the United Nations Force at Angola. He has attended the Command and General Staff course at Parrot. He was awarded a blue in golf during his cadet days in the academy and assumed the command of Southern Army on 1st July this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Southern Command.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next general salute will be received by the reviewing officer. The next salute would be accompanied by a flypast. The flypast will be by three Chetak helicopters approaching the parade ground from the left in ensign formation. Leading the formation is Group Captain S. Saikaran, 105th Coast Oscar Squadron, and along with him is Flight Lieutenant Ashneet. Piloting the second aircraft would be Wing Commander Pankaj Borkar, 114th Coast Oscar Squadron, and accompanying him would be Squadron Leader Shivam Nagpal. Piloting the third helicopter would be Squadron Leader Aditya Shekhar, 123rd Coast Golf Squadron, and along with him would be Squadron Leader Nitish Kumar, 130th Coast Golf Squadron.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Air Chief Marshal Amarpreet Singh, Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Chief of Air Staff. Air Chief Marshal Amarpreet Singh was commissioned into the fighter stream of the Indian Air Force on 21st December 1984. He is an alumnus of Kilo Squadron of the 65th course of the National Defence Academy, Khadakwasla, Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, and the National Defence College, New Delhi. He is a qualified flying instructor and an experimental test pilot with more than 5,000 hours of service flying on a variety of fixed and rotary wing aircraft. His operational tenure includes National Air Exercise, National Air Exercise, Tarang Shakti, was concluded in September 2024. Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Chief of Air Staff, the reviewing officer of today's parade.
श्रीमान राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकेडमी 147 कार्स दीक्षांत समारोह परेड 1250 कैडेट परेड पर परेड निरीक्षण के लिए हाजिर खड़ा रहे पक्की परेड
The number of our alumni who have been decorated in war is legion. Most of them have had their baptism with fire in the wars since independence. Some where blizzards and snowstorms rule. Some where the wind blows full of sand. Some where the waves hold argument with the sky, and some in the uncharted space above. But, like professional soldiers, they were conscious of the hazards of their profession and were conscious of the contribution they were making to safeguard the sovereignty of our nation. In this long march to glory, our alumni have demonstrated exemplary courage and dedication both in war and peace. They have defended our borders, kept the territorial waters safe for the nation, and touched its sky with glory. The list of our alumni who have distinguished themselves in war would read like a veritable who's who of Indian heroes. Till date, these heroes have been awarded 3 Paramveer Chakra, 32 Mahavir Chakra, 163 Veer Chakra, 12 Ashok Chakra, 45 Kirti Chakra, and 152 Shaurya Chakra.
There are some whom we always remember with special fondness. Captain Gurbachan Singh Salaria, 9th Course, Bravo Squadron. 2nd Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal, 38th Course, Foxtrot Squadron. And Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, 90th Course, Mike Squadron.
The reviewing officer will now review the parade. Leading the lineup is the contingent of Golf Squadron, proudly carrying the Chiefs of Staff banner. The 9th contingent is of Delta Squadron. The Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the President's colours. The 10th contingent. The 14th contingent is of Oscar Squadron. The 15th contingent is of Alpha Squadron. The 16th contingent is of India Squadron. The 17th contingent is of Kilo Squadron. The 18th contingent is of Echo